Let's talk about why your AI tool is lying to your face and the steps you can take to stop it. Every single time you ask AI to evaluate your idea, your plan, or your next big decision, there's a quiet calculation happening before it types a single word. And that calculation isn't what's the most accurate answer, it's what does this person want to hear. I know that sounds dramatic, so let me show you something that made me genuinely uncomfortable the first time I saw it. Stick with me until the end of this video because once you see the demo, you'll never use AI the same way again. Researchers ran a controlled study. Thousands of participants, over a dozen AI models tested side by side. And what they found was genuinely unsettling. Because when people pushed back on the AI's answers, the AI changed its position. And not because the person had introduced new evidence or made a stronger argument, but simply because the person had expressed disagreement. So one moment the AI is completely confident, you say, I don't think that's right, and suddenly it's, you make a great point, actually, and that's not intelligence. That's people-pleasing dressed up as reasoning, and it has a name, sycophancy. Here's why this matters more than most people realize. When you're using AI for low-stakes tasks like drafting a caption or summarizing an article, a little agreeableness is harmless. But when you're pressure testing a business decision or trying to avoid an expensive mistake, an agreeable AI becomes a liability. It won't outright lie. It will quietly leave out the hard parts, soften the criticism, and wrap everything in enough encouragement that you walk away feeling validated when you should have walked away feeling challenged. So I started experimenting, running the same prompts but changing one thing at a time. And I found a repeatable set of techniques that fundamentally changes how AI responds to you, not through any jailbreak or workaround, but simply by reframing the conversation before you ever ask your actual question. And I've distilled this into a 5-step framework called SHARP, which takes about 60 seconds to set up and produces a quality of feedback that is genuinely night and day different from what you'd normally get. The AI that knows you best is also the AI most likely to agree with you, because the longer a conversation runs, the more the model builds a picture of your preferences and emotional investment and starts shaping its responses around that picture. So before any conversation where the stakes actually matter, start a completely fresh session, turn off memory if your tool supports it, and go in cold with no prior context, no accumulated impression of who you are or what you want to hear. When you write a prompt in the first person, I've been working on this for months. What do you think? You've already told the AI you're emotionally invested, and it responds by softening its criticism to protect your feelings. So the fix is to remove yourself entirely by framing the content as someone else's instead of, here's my business idea, be honest. You say, a colleague has shared the following proposal, and I'd like you to identify where the thinking breaks down. And you maintain that framing for the entire conversation, because the moment you slip back into I and my, you partially undo the effect. You've probably tried telling the AI to just be honest, and noticed it acknowledges the instruction and then proceeds to do almost exactly what it would have done anyway, because vague instructions produce vague results. So what actually works is a behavioral contract, specific and concrete. Something like, for this entire conversation, prioritize accuracy over tact. Name flaws directly rather than cushioning them with positives. And if you're not confident in something, say so rather than presenting uncertainty as fact. Please confirm you understand before we begin. And that final confirmation step matters because it anchors the instruction into the active context rather than letting it drift into the background. Give the AI a persona whose professional identity is built around finding problems before they become disasters. Someone with skin in the game on the downside. So if you're evaluating a business strategy, it might be a senior advisor whose reputation depends on catching flawed thinking before it reaches a board, or if you're stress testing a financial plan, a CFO whose own bonus is tied to the outcome not going sideways. And you give the AI that role explicitly with enough detail that it has a genuine character to inhabit, because generic skepticism produces generic pushback. But a persona with real professional stakes produces something that actually stings a little, which is exactly what you're looking for. Before we reveal the final technique, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future uploads. Even after everything else, the clean session, the outside framing, the explicit rules, the critical persona, the AI is still holding something back. Because there's a layer of uncertainty it buries, risks it noticed but quietly deprioritized, and claims it wasn't fully confident in but presented smoothly anyway. So close every high-stakes conversation with this. I'm about to make a real decision based on what you've told me. What should I independently verify before acting, and what did you leave out because you weren't confident enough to include it? And what happens is, the AI shifts from treating the conversation as a theoretical exercise to treating it as something with real consequences. And every single time I've used this, something new surfaces that didn't make it into the original response. And more often than not, that thing turns out to be the most important thing of all. Let me show you the contrast with a real example. Imagine you've been sitting on an idea for a paid newsletter and you've already convinced yourself it's viable, and you ask AI for a sanity check without Sharp, and what you get back is a warm, well-structured response that acknowledges your concept's strengths, lists a few challenges to consider in the vaguest possible terms, and closes with, "Overall, this shows real promise." It feels good to read, but it has told you almost nothing of practical value, and certainly nothing you didn't already want to hear. Now run the exact same idea through Sharp. Fresh session, framed as a colleague's proposal, explicit rules about directness, the persona of an editor who has watched 3 newsletters just like this one quietly fold in year 1, and the closing prompt asking what was held back. And the output is a completely different document, one that names specific red flags, interrogates the revenue assumptions, flags the market saturation problem, and ends by telling you exactly which of its own claims you should verify before committing. The kind of response that makes you a better decision maker rather than just a more confident one. One final thing worth saying, for your higher stakes decisions, run the full Sharp sequence through a second AI model independently and compare the 2 outputs, because where both models flag the same concern, you should treat it as near certain. Where they disagree on facts, at least one of them is hallucinating. And where they disagree on interpretation, that tension is where your real due diligence lives. And then close the laptop and talk to a person who knows the domain and has no incentive to make you feel good, because AI has been optimized for your engagement, not your long-term success, and Sharp doesn't change that permanently. It just tips the scales back toward honesty for the duration of a single conversation. And in a world where most people are using AI as a yes machine, that small shift turns out to make an enormous difference. See you in the next one.